Hi there, I'm so excited that you clicked on this video. It must mean you're looking to generate leads for your business. I'm Jack Harris, broker, owner, and top producer of Pelican State Realty. And I'm here today to tell you how I went from $200,000 in total sales in 2017 to over $6 million in closed sales in 2018 when I started generating leads with little to no money, all with a full-time job. That's right. A full-time job, over $6 million in sales. If I can do it, you can do it. So please subscribe to this video for weekly updates. I'm here to tell you exactly what I did to jumpstart my business, and hopefully you could take something away and jumpstart your business. So the first thing I started doing was dedicating time to lead generation. So in the beginning, with a full-time job, and you may have kids or a part-time job, or you're busy with something else, life gets in the way. You must dedicate time every day for lead generation. In the beginning, it may be just adding one person to your database. A lot of prepping, a lot of research, a lot of script practicing on how to approach somebody, how to connect with somebody to be able to add them to your database. So a database is huge. So dedicating time, adding people to a database. So listen, you may have to spend some money. There are CRM systems out there that do cost money. If you absolutely don't have the funds, Excel spreadsheets. It's what I used in the beginning. It's time consuming and it's a lot of work, but it can be effective. If you don't have Microsoft Excel or some variation of it, notebooks. Write everybody's name, number, email address, home address if they have one in the notebook, and log the amount of times you contacted them. You want to stay in people's minds. You want to be visible and available. So reach out to them on a regular basis. So I did spend some money. So not everything's free. I did spend some money on some systems. And full disclaimer, I have no affiliation with any company I'm about to talk about. This is truly what I did to jumpstart my business. So I bought into realtor.com leads. In my direct area at the time, at the end of 2017 is when I really started pushing it. It wasn't too competitive. It was relatively inexpensive compared to some of the other paid leads. And it did pair up with a CRM software. CRM, client relationship management software. It's where you can add people from your spreadsheet to your CRM database and put them on drip campaigns and kind of automate everything. So it's less work on your part. It'll be beneficial. Trust me. So the CRM I initially received with the Realtor.com leads was Top Producer, which I use and it was effective. I've since moved on from Follow Up Boss to now my website actually has a built-in CRM that we utilize. So back it up. $160 a month, came with a CRM and about 5 to 8 leads a month. Something else I did that cost a little bit of money was I bought an absentee owner list from listsource.com. So absentee owner is anybody who owns a piece of property, house, land, etc., that they don't have as their primary residence. So they're not living in it. So it could be a rental property. It could be vacant land. It could be a trailer park. It could be a property they just inherited. It could be a secondary home, like a vacation home. These lists can be huge. What we did is we typed up a letter and we're mailing them directly to the owner on record of this other address and inquired about the secondary property. This worked and yielded pretty big returns. As we did a mailer or a postcard every other month to the same owner on record. So the list costs about $200, and then you have the cost of paper, ink, and stamps for postage. Not too expensive compared to other lead sources out there. Okay, so something I started doing that yielded huge results was I finally got out of my own way, didn't take myself so seriously, and wasn't so self-conscious of what people thought, and started posting content on a regular basis to social media. It's huge. The platform I use mostly was Facebook. So look, the more creative and innovative you can be with your videos and posts, the better. But there's a ton of people out there that have been successful posting to social media. So if you're not too creative, maybe a little lazy, go research those people, follow those people, kind of mimic what they're doing and put your own spin on it. Put your personalized spin on some of the things they were doing. It's very effective. Just really quickly, some of the things I did in the beginning to get my name out there was I started doing gift card giveaways, for my database, gift card giveaway videos. I started doing shout out videos where I'd shout out a current client, past client, or somebody in my database. I put out just listed flyers for my new listings, and then we'll put out flyers for under contract and when they were sold. I started highlighting listings with video presentations straight to social media. I also started highlighting open houses, which is another absolutely great way to generate business. Open houses. You can go crazy with these things. And listen, you're watching this video, maybe you don't have any listings. Don't worry about it. You're probably working for either a mid-tier or big franchise brokerage with plenty of agents with plenty of listings. Ask everybody. There'll be a handful of them that'll be happy to let you host an open house on one of their listings. And what you do, you get as much legs out of it as possible once you get that approval. Make a flyer, a quick open house flyer with the day and time you're going to do it. And there's plenty of inexpensive and almost free apps and other software to help create these flyers. Canva is a really good one that we used in the beginning with the help of one of my agents, and she still uses it today. So create that flyer and post it all over social media. So post it days or even a week and a half before the open house is scheduled. Something else you want to do, send a mailer to the neighborhood, to everybody in the neighborhood to let them know about the open house. A few days before, with a flyer in hand, with all your information, go door knocking to everybody in that direct neighborhood and say, hey, you may have a friend, family member, or know somebody looking to get to this neighborhood. Well, here's the information on the open house. So what this is going to do, it's going to get you visible to everybody in that direct market, and perception is everything. You're posting it on social. You're sending out mailers. You're knocking on doors. You're hustling. People will love it. If they don't have an agent, they'll more than likely use you if you stay in touch with them. Send them follow-up mailers, follow-up postcards, follow-up door knocking once the house sells. Even if you don't sell it, just let them know that the house sold for X amount of price point. If they're interested, to let you know. Perception is everything in this business. You can also spend some money and cater it to try to attract some people into the open house and get their information, and then boom, a potential lead. You can also go crazy with some money and buy as many signs as possible. If you don't have the funds, don't worry about it. Social media, mailers, door knocking, all inexpensive to free, and you can do it. Another really big way I got my name out there, and anybody can do it, including you, is just be attentive to any kind of event you're invited to. Be available, be visible, bring up real estate. Always. It could be any kind of event or function you're invited to. Go to them all. A barbecue, a kid's birthday party, a golf tournament, fundraiser, any networking event, Chamber of Commerce events. Join the Chamber of Commerce. It's pretty inexpensive, but effective. You want to get your name out there, so you got to be out there in front of people, shaking hands, getting to know people. Look, get out of your own way and just meet some people, bring up real estate. It seems like a daunting task, but it's relatively easy. It's just a matter of just showing up places when you get invited. You'd be surprised that just attending these events and just having these quick conversations will yield leads to your business. It's exactly what I did. And I went from 200,000 to 6 million in a year. So it can be done. It jump-started my business. And look, I remained positive. I remained consistent. I didn't give up at the slightest roadblock. You got to power through it. Remember, you can be average in this business and be successful. You just can't be ordinary. So go out there and get after it. For more information, check me out at Pelican State Realty on social media, PelicanStateRealty.com, and info@PelicanStateRealty.com for any kind of referrals or any other direct advice you want from me. Until next time, Jack Harris, and I'm out.